Hey everyone, Stef Haynes here. Really excited to announce that my first ever preset pack, Electro Winds Volume 1, is now available for purchase on my Ko-Fi page. This bank consists of 35 different presets for Vital, which is this really incredible free virtual synthesizer that is capable of making some really beautiful sounds. When I was creating this preset pack, I tried my best to use a variety of Vital's amazing capabilities. So these sounds use subtractive synthesis, FM synthesis, spectral warping, or a combination of those things. Once you've downloaded the preset pack, you can install it by going over to the menu icon, hitting Import Bank, and then browsing to wherever you have your preset bank saved. These patches should work automatically with Aftertouch, so if you have a controller that sends Aftertouch, then you're good. The only thing that you need to make sure is that you have MPE mode disabled in the Advanced tab, and if you're using Ableton Live or possibly some other DAWs, you may need to also disable MPE by right-clicking on the device in the instrument rack. By the way, the zip file with the preset bank comes with an instructional PDF, which I highly recommend that you check out. If your controller doesn't send Aftertouch, then you can still use this bank. You just have to take the additional step of MIDI mapping your breath controller to macro 1. So just right-click, learn MIDI assignment, and then blow into your instrument. If you have an instrument that also has motion control sending CC data, you might want to disable those while you're doing this so that Vital doesn't get confused and macro 1 gets mapped to your breath controller instead of some other motion controller. So let's go over a couple things in the UI just in case you want to tweak your patches a little bit. The first thing let's take a look at is the glide rate. So I have it set pretty generously over here, but you might want to have even more glide. Maybe, or you might want to MIDI map that to something, or you might want to have no glide at all. The other thing that we should check out is the breath response. So over here in the Matrix tab, you can change all of the response curves. So if you're using Aftertouch for breath, which I happen to be right now, and I want the sound to respond a little bit differently, I can just click and drag this. Say I want the sound to be a little bit more responsive. I can just click and drag this up a little bit, or if I want the opposite, I can drag it down. And if you're using a MIDI CC to control macro 1, you can do the same thing in a different part of the matrix. The majority of these patches, the volume is more or less being controlled by the filter cutoff, but for some of them, like for instance these FM patches, Aftertouch or macro 1 are controlling the levels of the various oscillators, as you can see over here. So an easy way to tell is just keep an eye out for these green lines. That will tell you what the breath control is affecting, and then you can change the response curve over here for each of these things. So the other thing we can check out is mod wheel vibrato. All of these patches are set up to have vibrato associated with a CC number 1 or the mod wheel. So if you want to change the rate of that, that's all LFO 1 in all of the patches. So you can make it slower or faster by adjusting the frequency over in the LFO 1 tab. Or if you want it to match the tempo, then you can click on this little circle thing over here and just select tempo. So you can adjust that to your taste. Finally, let's take a look at the effects. Most of these patches have some nice effects on them, but if you would prefer to use your own effects, then you can just turn them off by going to the Effects tab and then just clicking on the little button there. So that sounds a little bit dry right now, but maybe I want to add some of Ableton's reverb instead. Oh, that's the wrong channel. I'm free to do that if I want to. And so are you. So yeah, that's a brief overview of Electro Winds Volume 1 for Vital Spectral Warping Wavetable Synthesizer. I had a lot of fun making these, and I hope you have a lot of fun playing them. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.